Good morning. Day 3 of this experiment. Day 2 of caffeine. And you know what, I actually slept quite well last night. I'm not just saying that, I felt like my sleep was deeper than normal, which is really good. I fell asleep slightly. I've always struggled to fall asleep, but yeah, you know, I fell asleep relatively quickly. And yeah, as I say, I feel quite rested this morning. Don't have a headache this morning, which is another surprise. So we'll see as the day develops. I am expecting the worst today, but maybe that's in my head, right? Expecting the worst, and then you're kind of surprised that it's not. And look who's come to join us, Josh! Anyway, he's run away. So anyway, we're going to have a cool day today. We actually, my uncle's coming, and he's bringing 2 motorbikes. We're going to go play with the motorbikes on the sand dunes. So I think that distraction, maybe the adrenaline, will be quite interesting to see kind of if that takes my mind off the lack of caffeine. So anyway, let's take you on our adventure today, and let's see, day 2 without caffeine. Here we go. Okay, so I really need something in the morning. So my wife went out and found this organic decaf instant coffee. Now, I'm not a big fan of instant coffee, but right now I'll take what I can get because I'm not feeling great. So I've done a lot of research actually. So coffee is actually very good for you in a lot of ways, believe it or not. The caffeine in coffee is the issue that I'm trying to overcome, is the caffeine addiction. That's what I'm finding difficult. Decaf coffee actually has the same health properties. Well, most of them anyway, what I've been researching. But when you're looking for decaf, it's very important that you find organic decaf, because the process of getting rid of the caffeine out the beans, there's a few kind of methods they use. One is kind of like soaking them in water, one is using organic chemicals and stuff. But really, you know, there is a process of removing caffeine from beans, so you want to always choose organic where possible, and that's what I've done. Okay, so I just want to clear something up. I am having a little bit of caffeine by having this decaf coffee, but when I mean a little bit, it's like teeny tiny. It's like 3% of a normal cup. So a normal cup of like proper coffee will have about 120 milligrams of caffeine in it. I reckon I'm going to be having about 2 milligrams in this cup of coffee. So I'm not cheating technically in this thing. I don't count it as cheating, because my body, the dependence on caffeine is still so strong that this little bit is not going to even dent that need, right? What it is going to do is going to make me think like I'm having coffee, and I just still miss the taste of coffee. Anyway, but here it goes. Let's see. I'm recording. That's my worm.
Hello, how's it?
Yes, just. So yeah, we're out riding now. It's gonna ride up the dunes. The way I'm feeling being off coffee now is not so good. Starting to get that really like tired feeling now. Kind of late afternoon. So anyway, but I think the adrenaline of the bikes is gonna help. So let's go ride. Has been a bit adrenaline fueled today. I don't need coffee. Shh, I'm trying to speak to the people. There's a little bird down there. Okay, so back from a very, very fun afternoon, and just amazing to hang out with my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin. You know, it's very cool. We're gonna miss them when we head back to England soon. But at the end of the day, it was. Oh wait, yes, boy. Oh, thank you very much. Thanks. What is that? My phone?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anyway, thanks. So sweet. Anyway, so what I was saying is that, you know, just such a cool day in terms of how the caffeine's going. Now, this day number 2, completely off caffeine, I thought it was going to be the hardest, and it turns out to me it's been the easiest. Now, maybe in my mind I was expecting the worst, and it hasn't been bad, and also the distraction of the motorbikes has maybe helped a bit, like being distracted and you're really having to concentrate and go up and down these big dunes and stuff. It was quite taxing, but quite adrenaline fueled. So I kind of wonder if all of that took away from the aspect of me having withdrawals. But saying that, I don't have a headache or anything, so far it's good. I mean, one thing I have noticed that is a positive is that I genuinely feel sharper somehow. I'm not saying I'm the sharpest pencil in the box or whatever the theory is, but I feel quite awake and alert. And instead of, I think with coffee, with caffeine, when you have some, you get that, like an hour later you have that surge of kind of caffeine hitting your system and you feel like alert, and then it kind of crashes throughout the day, where generally right now I actually feel very good. I don't feel like I've just had coffee, but there's this more constant stream of energy I've noticed throughout the day, which is really cool. So anyway, so far that's a positive. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, join me tomorrow. Let's see what happens. You know, maybe things get worse. I don't know. I'm keen to see how I sleep tonight. I really just appreciate you, again, following this journey. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Cheers.